We're going into live streaming.
Was there? But
Right, welcome everybody to November 7th infrastructure meeting. We have no apologies and declaration of interests. Anyone? The chair has one, which is to do with tab 5, the Southland Santa Parade. So I'll be stepping down from chairing that one. No one else? Okay, that moves on. No public forum. Takes us to the minutes of the infrastructure meeting on Tuesday, 10th of October. Can I have someone move there? Correct. Thank you, Barry. Seconded, Grant. Put that all those in favour.
Aye.
That takes us on to the road closure for the Santa Parade. So, Tom, I'd like, yeah. Come up. I'm just going to sit in there. The gallery.
So they say everybody gets 5 minutes of fame. I'm probably only going to get 2, I would think, with this paper.
Proportionally, that could be quite substantial in this meeting.
So
at least you'll start waiting.
Doug, are you going to speak to this paper? You don't, Doug? No.
Kia ora, my name's Doug Rogers. I'm very new here, so bear with me.
So, Doug, you obviously take the paper as read.
That's exactly what
I mean, just bring out anything that you feel as though you might want to raise, but assume that we've read the paper. You might just comment on the change of route this time.
I could do. I didn't know the route had changed.
Oh. You want to comment on it, Russell?
I could add a little bit in there that I know that our internal team have worked with the organisers, and given that the access to Invercargill Central comes off Tay Street, they've revisited the route, and the route's now from Gala Street down D Street, and it loops around the Troopers Memorial and comes back down the other side of D Street to Gala Street again. So I guess it's just trying to find a compromise that historically it used to go D Street, Tay Street, Deveron Street, but I guess that would in effect cut off the access to the car park. So that's just a compromise they've come up with, and they're going to trial that this year to see how it works.
Thanks, Russell. Doug, are there any other comments you want to make on the paper?
No, just take it as read too.
Okay, then any questions to Doug?
No question, just happy to move the 3 recommendations to you.
Okay, seconded by Leslie. Are there any other comments or anybody wants to make or questions? Okay, if not, then all in favour say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, carried. Thank you. Sorry, 45 seconds of fame.
Mr. Deacon.
30% of the meeting.
Right,
We're not finished yet.
that takes us on to the Bluff Santa Parade. Again, Russell or Doug, do you want to comment on anything relevant?
So we can take it as read, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah,
Any changes?
nothing.
Good to know.
Happy
Happy to move.
Right, moved. Darren seconded. Leslie. The 3 recommendations there. Put those. All those in favour?
Aye.
Against? That is carried. And now we go to the Burt Munro and the closures necessary there. Russell.
This is a timing issue between Doug and I. When Doug's taken a role, this paper was written a little bit earlier. I guess that's why it's under, from me. This race obviously just needs to make sure we've just got a good safety plan in place, because obviously there were some issues with the Burt Munro, and there's just a little bit more care that we are liaising with the organisers directly. So that's really, I guess, the steps that we've now got in place since last year for all of our road closures. So this is one we'll just have a bit more of a watchful eye. You might notice that where it normally would have closed Arena Avenue and those places, that's been that area's been not being used this year. So it's a slight change, and I guess that's the organisers determining it was more. I guess the organisation of that area was more difficult to arrange. So.
No, that's true, and they are travelling slightly quicker than the Magic Dragon float. Yeah, so
Slightly.
slightly. So, any questions for Russell on that? Otherwise, the 3 recommendations. Can I have someone move? Moved Trish, seconded Peter. Put that motion. All those in favour?
Aye.
Against? That is carried. Now that brings us to public excluded session, and the reason being is that we've got to receive some minutes. So, Gil, you